Alright, good day everyone. Welcome back to Turmato and thank you for tuning in. Once again, my name is Julio Rivero and on this episode, we're gonna talk about another mid-size adventure bike in the market today, and that's the Benelli TRK502x. Stay tuned! Okay, on this episode, it's not gonna be just me who's gonna introduce the bike, but rather I have someone who is actually the owner of this bike and would show us and walk us through what Benelli 502x is all about. So I'd like to introduce my friend here, EJ.
Hey.
Do you wanna introduce yourself?
Well, I'm EJ. I'm from Cavite. I'm a call boy. I'm a call center. I manage call centers.
He's kind enough to say yes when I ask him to show us what 502x is all about. So let's get started. Benelli is not a common brand in the Philippines.
It's not. Actually, it's new.
Yes.
I think they've been here less than 5 years.
Mm-hmm. And Benelli, I understand, is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, brand in Italy. It's a motorcycle brand. It started in Italy, and now it's under a Chinese company.
Yes.
And it's here in the Philippines, and one good thing about the Benelli I found out is that it has an assembly plant here in the Philippines. So one of the good reasons why you should buy it, because it actually gives job to Filipinos.
That is
like
true.
us. All right, so EJ, tell us about the specs. Maybe start with the engine. So what is the engine of the Benelli 502x?
Yeah, so I think you'll be surprised. Ano lang siya, it's a 500cc engine.
Wow! Seryoso?
That's true.
Mukhang ano to, mukhang 1000cc to eh.
Parang GS, you know?
Yes, yes.
Pero it's true, it's a 500cc engine. It has like 47 horsepower with 46 Newton meter.
Anong engine ito? Twin cylinder?
Twin cylinder.
Parallel twin?
Parallel twin.
Okay. But ang tunog is parang 4-cylinder eh.
Yeah.
Parang parang inline 4 eh.
That's true. That's one thing that I like about this bike. Hindi mo siya pagkakamala na na twin cylinder lang. Once you start it, once you rev it, parang naka inline 4.
Oh yeah, so kala ko nga kanina parang sabi ko sa'yo, kala ko naka GSK. Guys, even the sound, it sounds like an inline 4.
That is
sounds big, it looks big and sounds big.
That's one of the selling point of the TRK. Ganda ng sound niya.
But the question is, you mentioned 54 horsepower only and
47.5 horsepower. And the torque is 46 Newton meter.
So 47.5 horsepower, hindi ba bitin with the size of this?
Well, hindi naman. Well, for me kasi, I'm not the type of guy na talagang mabilis. I'm more on the travel, enjoying the scenes. Yung sakto 100, 120 lang on my max speed.
How long does it take to get to 100, 120?
0 to 100 around 7.5 seconds.
Wow, okay na rin. Pwede na. Oo. And hindi naman sa 120, hindi naman parang hirap na pilit na...
Hindi naman. I think...
Relax pa rin.
The top speed I had here is around 141
Oops,
kilometers
quiet
per hour.
Kasi...
Don't tell my wife, pero that's my top speed. But there's people in the UK, this very well sold sa UK. They can reach around 170.
So hindi siya bitin, technically?
Hindi siya bitin.
Well, technically, it sounds bitin, but with your experience, it doesn't feel...
It doesn't feel bitin.
Hindi ka nabibitin. Overtaking, anything like that.
That is true. Kumbaga, I think this is an entry-level bike for you to bring out sa SLEX, long rides. Talagang hindi ka bibitinin on anywhere you want to go.
Have you tried riding this off-road?
Off-road, yes. Here at Cavite, marami kami ditong mga back roads. But I haven't tried this on river crossings. I haven't tried this on talaga medyo extreme. But soon I'm gonna try this.
Sa back road, how does it perform? Di ba bitin or any...
Hindi naman.
Going back to the engine, so 500cc twin cylinder, ilang speed to?
It's a 6-speed.
6-speed, okay. How's the gearing? Wide ratio ba or tight ba? Good and low end, you know?
Well, since it's a dual sport, it's gonna be tight. I think the change of gear is around 5,000 RPM.
Palit ka na kagad.
Palit ka na kagad.
So, up ka ng up.
Up ka ng up.
Yun. Let's talk about fuel consumption. EFI to I assume. Tama?
It's CFI. It's a 21-liter fuel capacity tank. So far...
Laki laki nun. 21...
Ang laki.
Oo.
To tell you a story, no? So you and I went to...
naging Fanta kami.
Naging Fanta kami. I was full tank from Marcos and then we came back here sa Cavite. May natira pa akong 2 bars eh. So layo nun eh. So when I computed...
Parang mga 500, 600 kilometers yun ah. 500 kilometers yata.
Exactly. So sabi nila, it can go up to 24 kilometers per liter. But on my end, it's around 20 to 21 kilometers per liter. So tipid pa rin. Even though it's a 500cc bike, it's sobrang tipid.
Lagpas na Infanta yun. Yung pinuntahan natin, hindi lang Infanta yun.
Oo, parang Dakar na yata yun eh. It's a nice ride.
Let's talk about suspension first. One thing I noticed is that the front forks, ang kapal. Then I check online, 50 millimeters yung tubing niya. Ang kapal. Which is good actually for the bike with a size like this. Medyo off pag ang nipis nung ano mo, di ba? Napansin ko lang, it doesn't have a compression and a rebound adjustment and preload sa front forks. Sa forks, basically. But sa rear, fully adjustable, tama ba?
It's fully adjustable sa rear, sa harap hindi.
145 millimeters suspension travel, which is good actually. So I really want to ask you on the performance ng suspension sa off-road, but you said it kanina na hindi mo pa natatry ito. But how about sa back roads?
Well, sa back roads, if you notice yung ergonomics ng seats niya, medyo nasa loob ka. And if you notice yung cushion, the comfort, plus the big suspension, plus the adjustable suspension sa likod, para ka nakaupo sa sofa.
Ang lambot ng upuan nito eh.
Yeah.
Lambot, guys. Sa tenere, medyo matigas eh. So,
Tsaka enjoy si Mrs. dito kasi
mag-ride si Mrs.
mga back ride, yeah.
How about the wheels of this bike? So ano bang spec ng wheels nito? Let's talk about brakes, wheels, and tires. So brakes muna tayo. Anong brake system nito?
Well, in the front you have 2 set of disc brakes.
320 millimeter, no?
That's true. And for the rear, I think that's 270. 270.
Okay, standard naman siya for adventure bike.
For the X, because we have 2 versions, a 502 and the 502x. So this is the X version. With the 502, we have both 17 wheels, front and back. But for the X, you have a 19 front and you have a 17.
Pang off-road talaga. Okay. And then, yung X ba, wired wheels? Or yung 502 ba, wired wheels?
502 is...
cast alloy.
Cast alloy siya. For the X, of course, it's the wired.
So
I think the downside here lang is, it's wired pero hindi siya... I think one upgrade Benelli can do is for them to upgrade this to a wired...
tubeless.
Tubeless, yes. Tubeless tires.
So dapat tubeless. So hindi pa siya tubeless.
Hindi pa siya tubeless. Unlike with the GS.
Unlike yung mga...
Nasa gilid yung spokes, no?
Oo, nasa labas. So, okay.
Pero so far naman wala akong flat.
Never experienced flat.
I think the next upgrade I'm gonna do is i-convert sa tubeless.
Okay, ABS system. So how's the ABS system of this bike?
ABS, walang palya. You can turn it off.
Yun. Both parehong patay or?
You can turn off lang rear. You can turn off both.
Okay, so that's a very good feature. Kasi yung ibang, like yung Tenere doesn't have that. So this one, may option pa.
Yes.
So pwedeng patay yung likod, meron pa rin sa harap. At tapos pwedeng patay din pareho.
Yes.
Okay. Earlier you mentioned may 502 and 502x. Aside to the wheels and tires, ano pang difference ng 502 sa 502x?
Well, basically yung height. The X has 840 millimeters na seat height. But for the regular 502, it's gonna be 800 mm.
Mas mababa.
Okay. Ito medyo mas mataas to eh. Ito yung seat height. I'm a 5'11" rider. So far, ito na yung pinakapantay ko. Medyo tiptoe pa din ako. But if you're a rider who's shorter than me, around 5'6" and up, you can buy an aftermarket seat para mas mababa siya.
Okay, ano pa? Aside sa height, ano pang difference ng 502 sa 502?
Well, basically that's it eh. I mean,
konti lang.
Konti lang. It's mostly the height.
Yung ano ba? Yung 502 ba may center stand? Wala yata, no?
Wala, yeah.
Yun, that's another
Wala
addition,
siyang center. And of course, the muffler.
Muffler.
The muffler. Kasi yung 502, nasa ilalim na yung muffler. But for the X,
okay.
nakahang siya.
So, para pag river crossing, walang problema. Okay. Alright, I understand this as an older version and this is the newer version of the 502X.
Yes.
What's the difference between the old and the new?
Number one is the console or the switches. If you notice, yung switches niya, meron na siyang independent ng aux light. With the 2019, wala pa eh.
May ilaw, ano? May ilaw.
May ilaw. Kahit gabi, makikita mo yung mga switches mo. The handlebars are different na. It's on all black. I also like yung upgrade nila sa handguards. Meron siyang aluminum na parang bakal. In case tumumba ka, hindi matatamaan yung mga console mo or whatever it is. And inside mirror, meron na siyang TRK na logo.
I noticed yun puro logo na lahat. Parang brand. TRK specific yung mga, like, yung handle, yung grip.
Yung grips, talagang brinand na nila eh.
Oo, pati yung side mirror, yung handguard. Also, one thing I noticed, may built-in handguard protector na may backbone.
Meron, yun.
No? So, hindi mo na kailangan mag-upgrade.
Yung sa old version, it's like just plastic lang around it eh.
And it's not the cheap type handguard.
Premium.
It's a premium handguard. So, good job kay Benelli. Galing.
Yeah. Another thing is yung grab bar. So, yung lumang grab bar, it's like parang bakal, but this one's like a solid grab bar na.
Saka parang CNC machine na siya. No?
That is true. And parang mas secure yung box kung maglalagay kayo ng aftermarket box. But Benelli will offer you as well boxes na pang Benelli talaga. It will cost you around 29,000 pesos if you want to add it. But it's up to you.
Benelli brand.
Benelli brand. Kasama na yung bracket and all. Another upgrade is the passenger foot pegs. It's more ergonomic na as I see it. And basically that's it.
Mas malaki ba siya? Mas malapad ba siya? Kaysa sa...
Mas malaki siya compared dun sa luma.
Parang yung yung itong part na yan, yung ang tawag dyan, passenger foot peg, parang protector na rin siya, no? So pag nag-drop yung bike.
That is true.
Speaking of protector, I see that may kasama na tong crash bar.
Yeah.
So, have you tried dropping this bike already and protektahan ba siya?
Not yet, pero wag naman sana.
Wag naman sana, okay. But yeah, so this comes with a crash bar now. You don't need to upgrade it. I think it's pretty good for this bike.
May mga aftermarket na if you want to add more bars there, meron tayo na bibili niya. And one more upgrade I think na maganda sa TRK now is yung casing ng clutch. Meron isang yeah. So there's a Benelli GT na engine which is different from the old version.
Hindi na siya yung bilog?
Hindi na siya yung bilog.
Okay. Medyo off ako dun sa bilog eh.
Yeah. Mas maganda na siya tingnan ngayon. Medyo sexy na siya.
Okay. So, bakit Benelli binili mo?
Well, it's a very long search, no? Before, the options that I have is yung Himalayan, the 500X ng Honda. I also checked on the Bristol, Venturi 500, but since I'm a big guy, yung sinakyan ko lahat yun, parang liit pa rin sa akin. So when I saw this, parang wow, parang laki. Parang bagay talaga sa akin. Parang he's calling me. Parang get me na kasi parang
ito yung
pasok sa build natin eh. So that's why
so more on itsura. More on the looks.
Okay. Gasto siguro, upgrades, I have a box siguro, aftermarket, and if you notice, yung ilaw lang, I think that's another con, is yung ilaw yung hindi pa siya LED.
Okay.
Right?
Hindi pa
siya LED. So,
mukhang LED pag umilaw
mukhang LED, pero medyo, halogen pa rin siya. That's why I upgraded to auxiliary lights. Para sa highway kita ka, or let's say nasa bundok ka, kitang-kita yung daan mo.
How about change oil, the cost of maintenance?
Change oil, maintenance, just buy the filter and just 3 liters of oil, you're good. Murang-mura lang. Around every 2,000 kilometers, it's around 1,700 to 2,500 pesos.
Mga ilang liters ang oil ito?
3 liters.
3 liters. ubos yung trailer.
Ubos siya.
How about for commuting? Is this built for commuting or for weekend rides only?
I think this is for weekend rides. Medyo nakakapagod siya. Nakakapagod siya dalhin.
Because of the weight and the size.
Because of the size, the weight. Medyo mahirap i-maneuver sa traffic. Pero kung siguro kung sanay ka na, if you're a really advanced rider, pwede mo siya pang-araw-araw.
Alright, well, thank you everyone. That's it for today. Just showing you the TRK502x by Benelli. There is an upcoming version, the 800cc. Watch out for that. Hopefully we get to feature that also on another episode. But EJ, thank you for showing us the bike and pinaunlakan mo kami dito sa maulan na araw. If you do have some comments, suggestions, or anything, feel free to comment down below. And if you're new to this channel, I'd like to invite you to subscribe and hit on the bell icon so you'll be notified of my upcoming videos. Alright, once again, this is Ikurmato and always telling you to always ride safe and ciao.